Also this morning, the Clotilda Descendants Association held a ceremony under the Africatown Bridge where the 110 survivors of the last known slave ship got off were remembered. The event, called The Landing, was an opportunity to honor their ancestors, preserve their culture, and of course educate future generations. Descendants were asked to wear white, and they say they'll never forget.
We did a libation ceremony in honor of our ancestors, and it's a prayer. We just want to make sure their memory is never forgotten.
I've known about the Clotilda for so many years, but for it to come to fruition and to have all of the descendants come together as one and actually see the site where our ancestors were let off at, is such an amazing event.
Anyone near or far, whether you live here or come visit Africatown, the museum that they erected here for the heritage of Africatown is simply amazing. It's a must-see.
And we got a tour of that new museum. The new addition to the area is called Clotilda, the exhibition highlighting the stories of the 110 slaves brought to Mobile against their will. Fox 10's Anaya Spraggs has the story.
163 years ago, on July 8th, historians say the Clotilda, the last known U.S. slave ship, arrived in Mobile carrying 110 men, women, and children. When they arrived, they were separated and sold to slave dealers across the state, and the captain reportedly burned the ship to hide evidence of the crime. Those who survived created a community of their own known as Africatown.
It's beautiful people here. We got good neighbors.
Saturday was the grand opening of Clotilda, the exhibition. The museum features the story of the Clotilda and its survivors.
To see this come to fruition, it's deeply humbling, but we really feel the urgency in telling these stories.
Inside the 2,500 square foot building, there are stories about the survivors' experiences on the ship, pieces of the 86-foot long vessel, news articles about the landing of the Clotilda, and more.
I work for a nonprofit organization in the Biloxi Gulfport area that is striving to revitalize communities there like East Biloxi that also has a rich African-American heritage, but the community has been neglected over the years, and so trying to turn that around. So I'm looking at this kind of like as an important lesson as to how we can do it over there.
Descendants of the survivors of the Clotilda, like Lori Stanbury and her family, were among those at the grand opening.
I think this is a wonderful occasion for us to come and actually celebrate the 163rd year of the anniversary of the landing.
All say they are very happy to see how the museum turned out.
It's so good to know your history, because if you don't know where you came from, how you know where you're going?
And it's just a pleasure, just to be here, and for Mobile County to do all this, for the Africatown, Clotilda Descendants Association to do what they did. This has been great.
In Mobile, Anaya Spraggs, Fox 10 News.